Hi everyone, today we're going to talk about two crucial questions in writing that often get overlooked. So what? Who cares? These questions are the backbone of making your arguments meaningful and relevant. Let's break down why these questions matter and how you can use them to strengthen your writing. And as a reminder, this is taken from They Say, I Say, Chapter 7, page 96. Okay. In academic writing, one of the most common issues is failing to explain why your argument matters. Sometimes you read an article and wondered, why did I just read that? That's because the writer didn't clearly address so what and who cares. These questions can help your reader understand the importance of your argument. When you read, you naturally ask yourself, what's the author trying to say? And what's their purpose? The same goes for writing. You need to clearly state the purpose of your essay. Always make sure to include the who cares and so what factors to connect with your readers and make your argument compelling. Here we have an example from They Say, I Say. I'll give you some time to read it. Okay, hopefully you noticed and asked yourself those questions that we've been discussing. So what and who cares? So here we see that the writer has identified who might care about her argument. So from we can guess is scientists and biologists. So that's kind of what you want to do when you're reading. You want to underline and annotate and think about why does this matter and who does it matter to. And in your own writing, here we have some templates that you can use to address the who cares factors. And we can use them in several different ways. So pick whichever one works for you, and hopefully maybe you can use one for essay 1. So here we are. So to address who cares, think about who might be affected by your argument. This could be a specific group, like policymakers, or a broader audience, like the general public. It's not enough to assume that your professor, me, is the only one who cares. Consider the wider academic conversation and the stakeholders involved. Consider essay 1. Our essay 1 asks you to dissect how technology plays an increasingly central role in our lives, influencing various aspects of society. Think about who would care about your argument, and did you make that clear in your writing? Your job is to insert yourself into important conversations about serious topics like these. Now let's talk about so what. This question pushes you to explain the significance of your argument. Why should anyone care about what you're saying? What impact does your argument have? By answering so what, you help your readers see the importance of your own ideas and how they relate to the bigger picture. And here we have our so what templates. Again, please feel free to use these for essay 1. They're pretty useful, and even if you don't like the wording, you can kind of mess around with it and switch some things up to make it work for whatever you are trying to say. Okay, so when does it become redundant? So here, what we can see is that it never really does become redundant because you don't necessarily need to always go on and on, but when you step back from the text and explain why it matters, you're urging your audience to kind of keep on reading and to care and be interested in what you're saying. So you never want to take for granted this idea of so what and who cares, because this is just going to make your writing really, really clear, not just to your readers, but also to yourself, because often we get lost in what we're trying to say. To wrap things up, always ask yourself these two questions when writing so what and who cares. Make sure your purpose is clear, identify who would be interested in your argument, and explain why it matters. This approach will make your writing more relevant and impactful. Now, as you start writing your essay 1, make sure you have this in the back of your mind, or even just have it open as you're writing. I'll see you guys later.